Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to place emphasis on LCM, lowest common multiple, HCF, highest common factor, and the prime factors. Some persons might say prime factorization. The objectives for this lesson are to know what factors and multiples are, able to find the LCM of 2 or 3 numbers, and for you to be able to find the HCF of 2 or 3 numbers. Now, before I proceed, you may or may not be using a particular method. You will notice that the method used here isn't the method that you might be familiar with. But please be mindful that there are many different methods that can be used. What you will see here will just be one of those possible methods. Lowest common multiple. What is it? Okay, you may do your note taking as well. Now we want to find the LCM of 4 and 6. You may pause the video at this time so as to attempt this question. Again, the solution might not be what you have used, the steps to get the solution, but our solutions will be the same. Once your methods are logical and correct, sure, you will be awarded full points. Let's go. What do we do? Using a step-by-step approach, this is one of the things we can do. Back to our question. We can list some of the multiples of 4 and some of the multiples of 6. Once we would have done so, we identify the lowest number that is visible for both 4 and 6, or that is common to both 4 and 6. Remember, not all times will this be the best method. Maybe we want to use the tree. Maybe we want to use the ladder. Fine. We also have another multiple, but remember, 24 is a multiple of those two, but it is not the lowest. And we want the lowest. Notice lowest in the uplifted, not to shout at you, but to place emphasis. The LCM of 12 and 8. Why not pause the video at this stage and attempt this question? Solution time. We will have a few more questions. A through H. Write these questions in your notebooks. Answer all of them. Show your working where possible. You may pause the video at this time so as to do your note taking. Once you are finished with your practice task, then you will move forward. Here we go. These are our correct answers. Kindly compare them with the ones you would have when you would have completed your practice task in your notebooks. So check. Ensure that we are on the same page. Once you've done so, once you agree with these solutions, let's move to the next slide. If there is a point of emphasis or an area of concern, feel free to make contact with me by posting in the comment section. Here we go. HCF, highest common factor. What is an highest common factor? What is the highest common factor? Here is an example. We have 32 and 56. We list all of the factors of 32, then we list all of the factors of 56. We now look to see the highest number. We see both places. Of course, we may see more than one common number, but we want the highest of all. So 1, 2, 4, and 8 are common factors, but the highest one is 8. Here are a few practice tasks for HCF. Do likewise. Just as you would have done for LCM, you pause the video at this stage, do your note taking, complete your task, and then you compare the answers. Here we go. And we do likewise. Any area of concern, then we are going to post in the comment section. Prime factors, or we say prime factorization. We can use a factor tree to enable us to write a number as a product of its prime factor. Each time you reach a prime number, you stop and circle that number. Let us look at an example. We would like to write 84 as a product of its prime factors. Remember, we are using the factor tree. And then we are circling all of the prime numbers. So the prime factors of 84 are 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. And if we are to write it in index form, we combine all of the common numbers. 2 appearing twice, that is why 2 was raised to the power of 2. Why not pause at this stage and write 420 as a product of prime factors, of course, in index form? Pause the video. Let's go. Now it's your turn. There are a number of questions here that will target all of the areas we have covered: HCF, LCM, and prime factors or prime factorization. You must write all of the questions in your notebooks and you must attempt all of them. Thank you. And so here we go with our solutions. All right, compare the answers and then we will discuss where necessary. Again, practice leads to perfection. Once again, you may pause the video and you may practice. All right. So we would have completed, or you should have been able to calculate LCM, HCF, and write numbers in index form using the prime factorization or prime factors. Okay? And what we want to do in this last and final clip is to identify numbers in the grid below, but not just numbers. We want a specific type of numbers. And the type of numbers we want to look at are the prime numbers. What you will do in your books, you are going to draw the box in your notebooks, write all of the numbers you see here. And then you will circle the ones that you believe are prime. One of the hints here is that there are 7 of them all together. All right? So write them all, and then you will circle the ones that you believe are prime. You may pause the video for the last time. Okay? We have a few more here. You are going to do likewise. You may pause the video when you deem it necessary. We are identifying prime numbers again. All right? And then we want to end by calculating the HCF and the LCM of 48 and 60. We've started it here. We want you to complete it. All right?